So I think that especially some white liberals are going to have to make peace with the fact that equality does not mean that a marginalized group should act in a saintly manner or should have to engage in certain behaviors to redeem the soul of America.
Mm.
You know, that religious imagery that we get from Martin Luther King is really nice, but it's also really hard to do. We have to, and the irony is here that the presence of the gun, whether we're talking about Unicorn Riot, whether we're talking about the Huey P. Newton fan club, whether we're talking about the new Black Panthers, motivates change because they don't want you carrying the gun. So nonviolence is the carrot and the gun is the stick. And that is how we see change. I mean, that's the actual history. It's not the sanitized, feel good, we're going to march and do kumbaya. It's the, when the police are not there, and for the Black community, I mean, I don't know how much you know old rap, but 911 as a joke came out of real situations. When they're not there, you take care of yourself. And the gun, here, the long gun, whether we're talking about it being, Lindale, or we're talking about being Bogalusa, Louisiana, or Carthage, Mississippi, was the equalizer that deterred the racialized bullying. And I'll leave you with this. When we're in the schoolyard and in middle school, we know that the only thing that stops a bully is to lay them out. Talking to them doesn't work. Reasoning with them doesn't work. You know, you can argue till you're blue in the face because bullies only care about power and they enjoy the power they get. Well, Ibrahim Kendi argues really that racist behavior comes from a wish for power. Racist thought follows racist behavior as a justification. It does not cause it. And the only way to deter that kind of racial bullying, because racism is racial bullying, is to meet power with power. Whether we're talking about a voting booth, whether we're talking about registering to vote, whether we're working with local assistants, or whether it's a 20 gauge shotgun in a gun closet. People who do not see me as equal or human understand a 30-06 shell. And unfortunately, that's the only deterrent to make them behave in certain circumstances. And that's what the deacons understood. And that's what some people on the left are still arguing.